Greetings to Madam. My name is Panisha Nana Ampang and my matrix number is BB20110190. I come from section 2. Today I will present about the 4 external factors that influence the organizational performance and how to overcome it. Now let us see what is the first point. For the first point is political factor. Political factor is the extent to which a government may influence the economy and thereby impact the organization within a certain industry. This includes government policy, political stability, and trade and tax policy. This uncertainty has a significant impact upon economic conditions such as cost per unit, like work resources, and customer behavior, but it can also threaten business the continuity where the simple ability for firms to carry out daily activity. Operation may have to stop because goods can no longer cross the frontier or because the service provision become impossible. So, how to overcome it? Let us see how to overcome it. So, there is 2 ways to overcome the political factor that can influence our organizational performance. For the first one is, we need to examine the political condition of a country. One way to measure the unstable political condition in a country is to pay a consultant who is an expert in conducting political examination. Then the consultant will give us a result whether the business should be established in the destination or not. Second, we need to buy insurance protects business from the political risk. When we run a business in a country that is considered risk, one of the best solutions is to provide a business insurance that can protect us from the political risk. Usually, companies buy such insurance so that it can be their weapon to compensate the company from the adverse effect caused by the politics in the country where they are operate. So the second factor that can influence our organizational performance is economic factor. Economic factor is how economic conditions can shift supply and demand to directly affect a company. This includes economic growth or decline and change to the interest and inflation rate. So, let us see how we can overcome this economic factor so that this factor cannot influence our organizational performance. So, there are 3 ways to overcome the economic factors that can influence our organizational performance. For the first one is, we need to pay off our debt at an instant rate. This is because variable rate loans are going to be renewed higher during the inflation. So, the organization need to pay down their debt as soon as possible because the federal will keep rising the rate until they are satisfied and the inflations are under control. Second, the organization needs to stock up their inventory. If the organization is holding a lot of cash, this is the time where they need to spend it. Purchasing a goods before pricing increases could put the organization in much better competitive position than their competitor. Thirdly, is the organization needs to focus on efficiency and productivity. Wages and salaries are going up during inflation, and this is a nightmare to all the business. So, the organization needs time to improving their process and looking for areas that are wasted. Spend more quality time thinking about the waste and then implementing it on how work can be done more efficiently. For the third external factor that can influence our organizational performance is technological factor. Technological factor is how innovation and development evolve a market or industry. This includes automation, technological awareness and adoption rate, and also new services or products. So, let us see how to overcome the technological factor so that this factor cannot influence our organizational performance. Investing in a new technology can be seen like daunting and overwhelming task. The many stories of failed implementation, the abundance of choices, and the fear of choosing the wrong tools can lead any organization to hesitate in acquiring new technology. So, there are several ways in choosing the right technology for the organization. For the first one is the organizational needs to know their business strength. The organizational needs to focus on points where the company can be succeeding and can be improving. The organizational needs to consult with managers and employees to access pain points and in turn understand how much time is spent on specific activities and where optimization is needed. For example, slow Wi-Fi speed may slow down day-to-day operation. So, by scaling up to a faster package, this can increase the productivity and also increase the business growth. Secondly, the organizational needs to know their employees. The understanding of the skill sets of employees is very important in choosing the right technology. This is because trying to implementing new technology to a team that refuses to adapt is futile endeavor. To avoid such an issue, and the company needs to ensure that they are understanding the strengths of the team and where they will need support. A piece of technology that requires significant investment in constant training may not be worth it. Next, for an organization to choose a right technology is the technology needs to be user-friendly. User-friendly technology is extremely important as having a product that causes frustration among the staff may result in decreased productivity. Next, the organizational needs to make a research the technology of interest. By doing a research a product before they are buying it and need to ensure that they have access what products are on the market and find reviews from other users. This allowing the key user of the technology to lead research effort and it will ensure they benefit from the new product or system. Lastly, when choosing a right technology, the organizational need to ensure that the technical support is available. Lastly, the external factor that can influence our organizational performance is legal factor. Legal factor is the current legal allowance or requirement within a country in which an organization are operating. This includes health and safety requirement, labor laws, and consumer protection law. Legal risk refer to damage or any loss incurred due to negligence in compliance with laws related to business. It can be encountered at any stage of business proceeding. They may be mistake due to misunderstanding of laws and due to some document which need to be deposited to the authority regulating that business. Type of risks are such as compliance risk, regulatory risk, operational risk, and etc. that may contribute to the term of legal risk. The whole reputation of an organization depends upon this risk, as they may result in an immense loss. It also may result in the failure of a business. So let us see how can we overcome the legal factor. So, to overcome the legal factor that can influence our organizational performance is by conducting intensive investigation regarding fresher employees. By conducting this intensive investigation, the organization can see how the fresh employees are doing their job. Next, the organization also can conducting random audits regularly that may help them in curing asset misappropriation. Organization also can implementing tight internal accounting facility and doing a rotating duties of the employee. This may help the organization in providing more efficient maintenance of account. Next, the organization also can make restricting data to the employees that only who need that data while performing their tasks. And lastly, the organization can purchasing software which may help them in data protection, also provide support to cybersecurity of a company. By doing this, the organization can overcome their legal factor so that this factor cannot influence their organizational performance. Thank you. That's all for my presentation. Dick Holt once says that an organization, no matter how well they are designed, it's only as good if the people who live in and work in also good. So I hope that Madam will enjoy my presentation. Thank you.